Brett needs exorcism. Yeah, exactly. HIV or Hep C. It's Hep C, I guess. My bad. You're right. All right. So he's got the Hep C. I guess 21% of the HIV population has Hep C too. Maybe he has both. You never know. Now, I didn't realize I wasn't trying to put out wrong information. I don't actually watch Jamie that much. What I know... Yep, you guys are always right. Exactly, Virgo. What I know is that Jamie has a sexually transmitted disease and buys Legos instead of his money or instead of his medication to fix himself and his significant other. We did clear it up, Virgo. It's a good thing you guys are here. Otherwise, I'd have gotten myself in all kinds of trouble. So, yeah, I'm just saying. So, there's no truth to be had. There was no truth to be had beforehand. There's no truth to be had, Brett. I know you knew it when you said that shit, but the fact that you said it means you're thinking about it. I think his friends are getting upset with his antagonizing coming back on them. I think so too. I look marvelous. And that's partially how this whole thing, this psyop works, right? So what we end up doing with this psyop, right? Because there's not much more, and we're not just going to turn around and just leave the state right away, right? You got to make sure that they fear it and they understand what's going on and whatever, right? And so what we do is every time we come out of pocket, we blame him for it, right? And if we're talking about somebody else completely, and it's just because, maybe I'm only talking about Jamie because cluster bombs, right? Maybe Jamie's just a Brett follower. He has no thoughts of himself. He ain't running his program like he's supposed to. The dude's just out here making all kinds of weird fucking, accusations. But ultimately, yeah, we'd probably leave him alone. Wouldn't have said nothing if he's not a, Brett follower, whatever. Brett will end up being the sacrificial lamb. I bet on it. So, I look marvelous. I actually agree with you. It's already happening. And if you're watching in real time, woohoo, party! So, it's already happening in real time. Brett's already becoming a sacrificial lamb. Bird is literally getting on his ritual makeup, and he's metaphorically going to bleed out Brett via YouTube. What I heard, right? So, maybe I'll have to figure out. I'm going to make a meme for that. I keep talking about how all of my, crazy memes or, other satanic crap that I would make would be more classy. Maybe I'll make one that's a little bit more classy. But anyway, so, Jamie, you're a second party. Tonic, take Tonic with him. Yeah, there you go. Straight up. So, Jamie, you're a second party fucking guy, bud. You're relevant, first of all, because we liked you and we never stepped on your toes. And second of all, because you're a traitor, both to your own program and to us. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that shit out there, right? So, yeah, I'll talk about Jamie a little bit. Jamie can't stand on his own two legs or apparently get his own medicine. So, whatever. He can be a follower over there and share everybody's thoughts and feelings and emotions. And that's okay. And that is okay. So, but at the end of the day, Brett, here's what's going to happen to you. Doesn't matter what you threaten the bird with. It doesn't matter if you say, call your retards off, and then specifically don't say my name, right? It's alright. You don't got to say my name. I know you were thinking it, Brett. Your mentality at this point is such that you can't not. The bird is next to Untouchable, and you have to find someone close to him. You guys already tried to turn me against him. That ain't gonna happen. Anyway, anybody. Did you guys see Tonic and Chicky call the bird out for domestic violencing a 60-year-old woman? Did you guys see that? So, I came out of pocket on a certain she who must not be named, otherwise she will appear. And I said a bunch of things that were absolutely true, But because I came out of pocket on she who must not be named, you see the Harry Potter references, folks? This girl decided that she was going to tell Tonic. Well, this is my thought process. I guess it doesn't really matter. But anyway, Tonic and Chicky come out of pocket, and apparently the bird has domestic violence charges. Right? And so the bird's like, wait a second, what are you looking at? Come to find out, Tonic and specifically, moreover, Chicky, decided that she was going to dox some random human being that has nothing to do with this. And not only is it just some random human being, it was some random 60-year-old fucking woman that had nothing to do with anything. Now, they're looking so hard for the gotcha on Bird that they're going to turn around and they're going to go find a 60-year-old woman that used to be with a old as hell man with the name Robert Thayer. They're going to present it to you guys as Bird, tell you that he beat her, and then make you guys go find the proof. I think at this point it's pretty self-evident who is struggling to come up with anything that means anything, any gotcha, any, even good content at this point. It didn't take very long to be disproven, right? It wasn't like when I came up and I was like, oh, I'm posting bullshit, and then I posted a receipt that was bullshit. No, they tried to make that float. Those guys tried to make it look like the Bird literally beat up a 60-year-old woman just so you guys would turn on him. Like, you can't make this shit up. There's so much of it going around, and at this point, we don't even have to talk too much about it. It just keeps happening. But making themselves look like morons, and it's all at Chicky's expense, because she be listening to the wrong people, or she thought she was going to get a gotcha on Bird. And I'm here to tell you, Chicky, the closest gotcha you're going to get to Bird is the flyers that we're passing out in your neighborhood, notifying them of your support for your sex-assaulting boyfriend, Tonic the Fox. Right? I'm just saying, like, no one wants to talk to you in person, Chicky. No one really gives a shit about you. But because Tonic thinks that he's such a big portion of all of this, and he just needs to say all of the messed up, crazy things. And I mean, I respect it. That's cool. You know what I mean? But this is why you're about to get fucked with, right? This is why your neighborhood is going to get flyered just like Jimbo's did. This is why we're going to be telling people about Tonic, your family, about Tonic. We're going to tell your neighbors about Tonic. We're going to put stuff in your neighbors' fucking mailboxes, Chicky. Now, again, I want to reiterate, we don't even want to talk to you. We don't want to see you in person. We're just going to notify your people. This is going to look exactly like Jimbo. You and Tonic might run around in your rental car, or your mom's car probably, chasing us around, because we know Tonic ain't got a car, right? And we'll just drop places as we're leaving them, and then you'll show up to the place that we just left, and then we'll be at another place, leaving that place. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And then we'll be out of your town. You'll be screaming, they put stuff in the mailboxes, it's a federal crime. We'll be like, well, we asked for forgiveness. I don't know what to tell you. This is what your boyfriend got you into. There ain't shit you can do about it. It's the same shit as Brett. There ain't no truths to be had. Y'all thought you were going to play games and go after people's real lives, and it's all cool. None of you get it. He's already made it too far. We're going to do it to both y'all. Well, we're going to do it to Tonic and Brett. Chicky is just the cluster bomb. And the involvement of all of her people is because Tonic has already alienated himself from all of his people. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Because that's how that works. Like, if you got none, we'll go after your significant other. That's the game we're playing, right, guys? Brett, Tonic, that's the game we're playing. I'm not about that for me, not for thee. So, we'll just make it terrible. We'll make it to where all of everybody's people know everything. Brett gets us out on the sidewalk. He's not going to blicky me through the door. Are you, Brett? You're not going to blicky me through the door, are you? I don't think he's got the nuts for that. He just wants to fucking come and hang out. He's offered for us to be there, which also means that if he just blickies us through the door, he's going away for the rest of his fucking weird life. Right? He can listen to Pantera and draw his weird satanic crap. And that's how he can live his life. That's how he wants it. Brett, have you got your eyes checked? I'm just saying. But yeah, no, they've been copying things that me and the Bird have said and done for years. 4 years. We let it ride. We didn't call it out because, they were the super fans. Right? They wanted to say what we were doing and do what we were saying and, whatever. And they were about that life. It made it look, it was us being more cool. But now that they're just super fans and they can't get the Bird out of their brain. And we know that they're watching me too because they're using my words. Happy New Year's Eve to all. And we already know they don't want the truce, but they don't know that they don't want the truce because they want the truce privately. They don't want us standing outside their fucking houses. They don't want us flyering their neighborhoods. They don't want us messing with their fucking parents. No one wants me and the Bird and Bronson to do that. It's all bad. They want to intimidate people from the live chats. Yeah, they get off on intimidating the people that are in the live chats. The rest of us have the ability to fucking do shit and care enough. You know what I mean? What's up, What's Truth? How are you, my bro? What's good? I can't find the Huckleberry channel. I don't know. I don't subscribe to Huckleberry. You won't let me see. Or you won't. Oh my gosh, words are hard some days. Words. Yeah, words. You won't ever see me on Huckleberry's channel after what she said to from the Bird, and I don't care what the Bird did. Yeah, they wanted the fuck shit. So you guys are going to catch us 100% in Chicky and Tonic's neighborhood and 100% outside Brett's house because Brett doesn't have the balls to blicky anybody outside his house. Doesn't matter what he says, doesn't matter what he does, doesn't matter what he told you guys, it doesn't fucking matter. What's Truth? I think What's Truth got involved because he wouldn't get involved. And so they decided, yeah, I ran a safe house. I used to bait dudes and come getting beat up in my front yard all the time. That's the thing. That's like, hold on a second. Did you guys hear that, who was it? It was Cap Gun was trying to use the fact that my dad was doing meth with me at 13 years old as a gotcha? Oh yeah, Huck, 303 and Bird don't all get along. I don't get involved in that. Like, I like everyone. Huck's been nothing but nice to me, as has Bird. So, and that's the thing, right? I'm not mad that you go over there. You're never going to hear shit from me about it. You just won't see me over there. So, that's, you know what I mean? And I'm never going to say another word about it. That's okay. Now, I ran a safe house. What's Truth's like, no. Brett was thinking he had the balls to threaten the Bird on some stream yesterday. Like, he's thinking he's got something good, and it's only going to make him look like a fucking idiot. I think Bird is very funny and a force to be reckoned with. Oh, yeah. No, Bird is the man, and anytime he puts his mind to something, he's going to fuck it up. Or it's going to work really well. One of the two, right? If he wants to fuck it up, he's going to fuck it up. Don't get me started with old Cappy. He seriously tried, dude. He was like, your dad got you started on meth at 13. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It's not like something that I did, you know, in my 20s. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Bro, I had less Playboys at 13 than I did fucking girls and dope. It was bad. My growing up was a little interesting. If you guys are interested in that, I can tell you about it at some point. But, you know, what the fuck is a safe house even? A place where girls can go to not get beat up by their boyfriends. And when it was my house, it was a place where they could call their boyfriends over and I could beat them up. Yeah, and I could beat them up in the fucking front yard. That's it. They are really dumb around here. And even when you warn a motherfucker, you could be on some like, alright dude, you know, like, bad things are about to happen. And they're still gonna be on some, I really want it, we're gonna push. Like, get some. Fucking Brett, he doesn't want to get the hands with fucking Bird. He's never gonna show up at a gym. And I know this because he's a pussy and he hid behind the cops when he said he was gonna fight Turtle Boy. Which means I'm gonna have no other option than to let the Bird and the Bronson film me walk up to Chuck's door and knock on that bitch. What are you gonna do? You gonna blicky me through the door because you asked for us to come visit you at your home? I don't think that you got the balls to do that, Brett. And even if you did, I don't think you'll hit me. I don't think your little 22 is gonna go through the door. So, I'll go knock on Brett's door. I'll stand out there and yell about how fucking he's been cheating on Paula to make sure that Paula hears it. Right? I don't give a fuck. Just saying. And maybe if that's not enough, I wonder, you know, Brett's daughters are full grown. What if we went and did the same thing to their house about Brett? I know that somebody has suggested that to me, and I was like, no, that's a lot. But, in retrospect, you know, I mean, I guess if all's fair in love and war, Brett can go after anybody that he wants. Like, but I don't know. You won't catch me outside Brett's kid's house. We'll reiterate a little. Tonic and Chicky and Brett, there's nothing that you say or you do or anything. You're fucking liars. Got busted out for trying to say that the Bird beats up old women, which is really weird as shit. Do your fucking homework. And Brett, no truce for you, bud. No one cares. Like, we know your options were never going to be agreeable, but the fact that you even said it means you want a truce. You were thinking it in your fucking weird, fucked up brain. You were like, maybe if the bird comes back to me with other terms, we can fucking make a deal, man. Nah. Ain't no deal to be made. And shut the fuck up.